It was a really tough game for us. Penn's defense is very, very good. They did a great job stopping some of our leading scorers. And, we just, again, the defense in that game really stepped up. They did a great job of coming up with some huge stops against their leading scorers. And Emmy came in with some great saves. So it was overall just a great effort by our defense. And you never know which group is going to really step up. I think, obviously, going into next weekend, we need every group to sort of step up and be ready. But again, it's just a great performance by our defense.
Looking at an Elite Eight game, to only give up 4 goals, that's big. How much does that say about your defense?
Yeah, again, it was just great. And, it was a good time to come up big and do a good job against their leading scorers. They just played really smart and ahead of the game. And I think overall they just did a really good job of seeing what was coming next and staying ahead of it.
You guys are facing North Carolina now, but after already beating Florida and beating Penn, do you guys feel like you're underdogs going into this Final Four at all?
Well, obviously being an unseeded team, we are the underdog team, and I think thankfully with the tournament so far, we've been able to come on top of 2 seeded teams. So we know we're the underdog, and we know it's our first time back there in a while, but we also know that we love to compete, and that's really what we want to bring to this weekend.
Is that any extra motivation for your players?
For sure. I think, there's some excitement level about the weekend, some great motivation to go in and play well. I think the challenge will be our focus on doing the simple things well, given the circumstances, and really doing a good job of playing within what we can control.
Do you think maybe not having been there before gives these girls, maybe makes them a little bit looser as opposed to going in there and feeling like they have to overperform or something like that?
Yeah, I would hope that, we're ready to play loose and easy. It is going to be a challenge, and we've talked about that and addressed that at practice. And, we know the circumstances going in there and the excitement going in there. And what it boils down to is just being able to perform, and be able to let some of that, the things that are surrounding you go and be able to concentrate on the play at hand.
And having some time to reflect on this, how proud can you say you are of these girls for being able to make that historic run and get into the Final Four?
Yeah, to be honest, it hits me in weird spots, like in weird times. I haven't really, been able to sit back and enjoy it because it has been a whirlwind of preparation and getting ready for the next thing. But, and it's one of those things, I think that's the best thing about events like this is you just really are enjoying the moment and what you're in, not necessarily really sitting back and seeing everything that's been done. But I'm super proud of the players and our program and for our fans and alums just to be represented well. And, to be able to represent them in the Final Four in Philly is just an awesome thing.
You think there's going to be a little home field advantage there?
I would hope so. The Final Four is in Philly, and we are a Pennsylvania team. So, we're looking forward to that advantage and, making our Pennsylvania residents and our Penn State fans proud of our team and our program. And hopefully everyone will be, close by the bridges on Friday night.
What have you learned about this team in the postseason?
Well, they play gritty. They want to win, they want to compete, and they love to compete. I think sometimes when the nerves come in, that's what we try to get back to is loving the competition, loving the moment that we're in, and trusting that playing in those critical times will lead to good things. And, I think overall that's what we've done all NCAA is compete hard and let the results take care of themselves.
And when you guys look at what you did offensively, what did you kind of learn and take away what you've told the girls moving forward that might need to change?
Well, I think offensively, again, you just have to work hard. Whether your legs are moving fast or the ball's moving fast, we can't slow up in our options, and we can't try to keep running a similar option time again. So, given variety, we have 7 people that we feel are great threats to the cage, and we just want to be sure in every possession we're utilizing all 7 threats.
UNC is the number 3 scoring offense in the country. What do you know about the Tar Heels, and then how have you prepped your team for that?
Yeah, obviously the best prep for them is playing against some of the teams we've already played. Maryland has an amazing offense. Florida has an amazing offense. They have teams that, the goals, again, can come from any which player. So, defensively, you can't take anybody for granted. You have to be ready to get low and play these attackers like they're about to score. And that gets to be difficult when you can't concentrate your defense just on a couple players, but you really have to have, the wherewithal to be marking each one closely.